What's up everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West on the PlayStation 5. At the end of the last session we were doing quests related to the Desert Clan. I mean, they appear quite frequently in the game and they're an interesting bunch. And it's basically come to a head now with Drakka kind of vying for the title of basically leading the clan. And so we were going to see if we can avoid that because it could turn into a bloodbath. So, was this where it was? Yeah. Jataka at the Gate of the Vanquished. So we're going to try to head there basically and see what's going to happen. I'm wondering, I doubt they're going to let she's going to let like a massacre happen between the two of them. I can probably see some other distraction happening, like Regala shows up with her people, or some giant machine shows up and it's like, wait, we've got a bigger issue to deal with here. And they probably all have to kind of mess around with that, but we'll see. We're going to find out. And then I think I'm going to head to Katalo's side quest to try and get him a new arm. And then if we can do that, then I think we're ready to take on the next part of the story. So I'm going to head literally just straight there and see what happens. I'm probably too far. I'd need a mount. This one's relatively close. I'll just take this one. We started getting some more purple tier stuff as well, so hopefully that'll work nice. I want to see the path of this one. This could be a nice photo mode. I think they kind of designed this one to be photo moded. Again, at least with me, I hate it when there's like these little patches of emptiness within the plants. Like, I don't like to see that. The fullness is better, so something like this. I love the way the flowers kind of melt away as you go through them, but like I say, trying to get the balance where you don't see as much of like the boring plain ground. So this is cool, but the background is very empty. So it doesn't look quite as nice, I think. It's been a while since I had a little mess around with photo mode again. And tall necks are always one of the coolest things to photograph in the game, I think. So I think it's worth it. I'm going to time lapse here. The sky is relatively clear, so we might get a nice Milky Way vibe. Ah, the moon is right there. I don't think you could normally see the Milky Way that clearly if the moon was that bright, but again, this is a vibe. This looks cool. Probably one of the nicer photos I've taken so far. Yeah, to get the moon fully exposed, you've got to basically silhouette the whole thing. Okay, now I want one where I can see more of the background, because that also looks really cool. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's nice. Sometimes none is the best. Yeah, definitely glad I stopped to take a photo here. I mean, the mountains, the fog, all that kind of stuff, it just gives it a really nice vibe. I'm going to change the time of day even more here. I think seeing the moon is probably better. Yeah, when it's nighttime, it just takes on a whole different kind of energy. It looks nice. Get to see the transition into dawn as well. I want to see this as well. I might just record this entire thing and just have it as like a... Because I can take a screenshot at any time from this, so I get to see the entire day cycle. It looks really nice here as well. This one, you can see the machines in the background as well. The remains of them. Yeah, some of the stuff doesn't quite flow quite as well. Like, the time lapse is a great feature. But sometimes, like right now, it's fine. It looks great. But then sometimes things get a bit kind of jerky and they don't smoothly transition. But this is a look right here. Look at this. That's majestic. That's wallpaper shit right there. You're welcome, my friends. Again, imagine the Ghost of Tsushima vibe where these flowers at the bottom, they were slightly sort of moving, and then the dust particles and stuff in the air, they were just kind of flowing through. It adds another dimension to these kind of things. So I really hope they somehow bring in something like that for the future. It would be really dope. Definitely the nicest photo I've taken, I think, so far. Let me speed up this time lapse now. We get to see the whole day cycle quickly. Again, it's been so many episodes and so many hours now that I think you guys are probably going to enjoy this as well. I think my spazzing around in photo mode is one of the things that probably sets me apart a little bit more from some of the other playthroughs. I don't think there's too many channels that spend as much time in photo modes as I do. I just love it. Especially since I don't do real life photography as much anymore. I think I kind of live it vicariously through video games sometimes. Which is kind of sad in a way, but for me, my interest in photography mainly stems from like exploration and travel and taking photos of places I haven't taken before. So like, let's say I'm not the kind of person that goes out and takes photos in London 8 times a year. It's like I've already taken photos from almost everywhere there. So I'm not as motivated. So I tend to save it a bit more for travel. But hopefully I'll get more opportunities in the future. Definitely some really cool vibes. I'll wait for that moon to come down again so we can get a complete cycle. I think when you speed it up this much, the motion is definitely smoother. But like the moon, you can see there's like a little kind of almost double kind of look to it. So it's nice, it's slick, but it's not perfect. But this look here, I absolutely love it. There's just something about that golden hour. They don't call it golden for nothing. I think the cloud formation is particularly nice. I think that's what gives it an extra thing this time as well. That looks really, really good. So I have to decide how to edit this and kind of keep it in. I've been here for like 10 minutes, I think, but I'm going to try not to fill up like half an episode with it. Okay, we can definitely close photo mode now. Thank you, Mr. Toolneck. I enjoyed that. Alright. It's still only been one session back since Elden Ring, so I'm still readjusting a little bit, but I think it's gone okay so far. It's definitely good to be back. As much as Elden Ring has been one of the greatest gaming experiences I've had, probably of all time, it's still been nice to come back to this. Right.
That's a lot of angry Tanoks. Drakka and Yarra are already here.
Shit's gonna pop off. Maybe I should craft a couple of things. But I've got plenty of that stuff, so I think I'll be okay. Let's go.
Welcome, Outlander.
You're their commander. You can stop this.
She can try.
You're here.
The hero of the cool routes.
Aloy, did you come to witness the challenge?
Does there have to be a challenge?
Oh yeah, there does.
If you persist, all of these squads will join the fights. How many will die here? And how many will die in our villages once the retaliation begins?
There has to be another way.
Listen to what she has to say. You both owe her that much.
I was going to say, is this going to be one of the rare occasions where in the story we get to make a meaningful decision where, depending on what you say and the path you choose, either a fight does break out and lots of people die, or you end up stopping it. So, let's speak with, I guess, the challenger first.
Drakka, you lost a lot of good people hunting machine hearts to trade for water. You want to lose more now?
But that cost is exactly why I'm doing this. Why I had to send people to find other sources in the first place. I swear to you, I had nothing to do with what happened to the wound. Ukta came to me, said he found underground leaks that might lead to another well, that's all. I didn't tell him to screw it all up and drain the wound.
So stand down so we can all talk about this.
No! No more talking, no more lies. Yarra can't be trusted. That's been proven.
Okay.
Yarra, do you really need to do this?
He sabotaged the wound. You can't tell me you believe he knew nothing about it. And it was all part of his plan, to force a confrontation. Don't you see? This is what he's wanted all along. It doesn't matter how many die as long as he gets what he wants. Command of the clan. No. I'm putting an end to this. Now!
Wow. This is tough, choosing a side, huh? I like Drakka, and I want to believe that he's right, but I'm just like... Because we've done the quest with him and stuff too, so we should have a greater bond with Drakka. But I feel like if we side with Yarra, then we're more likely to maintain some sort of status quo. And I guess until the water issue happened, things were probably better for the Desert Clan. So now the water situation's been sorted. I feel like if we don't have a challenge and Yarra stays in charge, I feel like things are going to be better for everyone. Because if Drakka tries, maybe he tries and fails, and his guys, some of his guys die with him, or he's successful and even more people die, I'm just not sure. So mind says Yarra, heart says Drakka. For me, at least. Side with Yarra, so all three lead to different quest lines. Obviously, best solution is both of them standing down, but then they could both just say no, and we end up with nothing. But I'm going to try this one first. I mean, whatever. Because I did say, for me at least, there's arguments for both. So I'm going to do this. Or try.
Is this how you two plan to save your clan? By causing a massacre over who gives the orders? Drop this foolishness and work together.
She's right. Put away your spears. Return to your homes.
Which means she stays in charge? Forget it!
You see? Replacing me is all he cares about. It's a vendetta. And it has to end here.
For once we agree.
Pick a side, Aloy. Because we're settling this now.
There must be a way to minimize the bloodshed.
The Tenakth never make things easy, do they?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, man. Ooh, this is one of the most serious things that we've ended up with in this game. Shit. So, I mean, Drakka seems to make it increasingly clear that his main problem is that Yarra's in charge. So I fail to believe that he doesn't have an angle at all of wanting to be in charge, like, from the start. Obviously, he wants to do it right now, but I feel like that's kind of been his plan all along. I'm finding this tough. I want to side with Drakka, I really do, but I feel like Yarra's the better choice. I think I'm going to go with Yarra for now. I feel like in general, if we help her, she's more likely to win. And now that the water situation is solved, I don't think it's going to be that big a deal to maintain the status quo. It's not like, from what I've seen, she's a horrible leader that's making everyone suffer because she's such a tyrant and that kind of thing. And it's like, I don't see... There isn't that much evidence that Drakka's going to immediately make things better if he's in charge. So it's hard for me to say. I don't think there's that much of a right or wrong answer. It might depend on some other side quests you've done and some conversations that you've had that you might be missing information. But I'm going to go with Yarra and we'll see what happens.
Becoming commander isn't going to change what happened to the wound, Drakka. If you really wanted to help your people, you wouldn't be throwing away more lives just to change who gives the orders.
You really are something, Flame of the Desert. But I didn't come all this way to let things stay the way they are.
Then fight us. Just us. You want to save lives? Keep your squads out of it.
I've seen how you fight. These soldiers are with me.
Then we stand with Aloy and Yarra. Even numbers.
Fine, old man. It's your funeral. New rules. We're keeping it to just us. Winner takes command. Nice knowing you, Aloy.
Man, I really didn't like having to do this. Okay.
You should have backed down when you had the chance, Drakka.
Is that Drakka himself?
You will face my sword!
Only thing is here, they're both like the same kind of thing, so I can't tell who's on whose team. I gotta be careful here. So we've got Blaze. Whoa. Got caught there. So I'm pretty sure that's Blaze. I need to change over to Blaze. Yeah, I'm gonna have to swap this one with this, I think. Right. And I guess I could try and equip my new one as well. There's this one and there's this one. There's a lot of Blaze around, so I might be able to blow some stuff up. Right, we'll see how we do here. I was lucky I got the prompt there. Like I said, I'm finding it hard to see who I'm supposed to be hitting. Oh, took them out. Like, we've got the blaze canisters here, but ooh. That's dangerous. Let's use some of this as well.
Just another scar.
Nice.
It's over, Drakka.
Not just yet.
You did your best to follow the path. You die with honor.
Shit.
Did it have to end like that?
It's the way of the desert.
Well, what happens now?
We live off the water the wound ekes out, rationing until it fills back up. And I'll make sure Arrowhand gets its fair share.
Yeah, you'd better.
The desert never forgets. And I won't either. How you've helped us, I mean. I give this to you now, for all you've done for this clan.
Gemini. Or the Gate of the Vanquished to the Danakth. I'll be back here soon enough to capture Hephaestus.
People aren't gonna like it when they find out how slowly the wound's filling up.
May your warrior's path lead you true.
Yeah, so unfortunately it had to end that way, but I kind of like it. It was high stakes, man. Sometimes you've got to have that, especially in these games that give you choices about stuff. I don't like it when there's this sort of illusion of choice kind of thing. The fact that I'm pretty sure if you choose Drakka and you are successful, then Jataka, whatever her name is, the names are tough because they all sound kind of similar, but they're different. She would have died, so I think in that sense it was a good quest because it really puts you on the spot and you kind of just have to decide. I did struggle with knowing who was who, because like I'm sure they're slightly different, but in the heat of battle when everyone's running around and there's, you know, shock stuff happening and all that kind of stuff, and it's nighttime too, I couldn't really easily see who was who. So hopefully I didn't kill any of my teammates, I don't know, but it seemed to work in the end.
Now.
But it's on brand, man. This is what we've seen about the Tanakh. It is what it is. I mean, they're very very hardcore warriors, and that's just how they do shit. It's always about power and life and death and strength and high stakes.
Your enemy is none.
But I've got to make sure I loot all of this stuff before I leave. I don't want to miss it. Easy pickings. But my guess is we'll probably fight something here. There's a cauldron in the backdrop. Is that one we've been in before? It's not. It's not even marked, actually. That's weird. I'm going to quickly check that, actually. She did say I'll be back here when talking about, like, Hephaestus and stuff, so... Okay, it's Gemini Cauldron. It's marked in blue. Not quite going to do it yet, but it is marked there now at least. Let me have a look at the quests again. Okay, I think this is the one I definitely want to continue with for now. Help Katalo, and then I think we can definitely head to the next story quest. So let's do that. Let's see where this is. If we come across stuff along the way, then of course we'll do that. But for now, Slitherfang site. Wow. Yeah, again, it's an unknown part of the map for me, so I think it's probably a good idea to just come over here and to start on my way here and see what I meet. Whoops. But yeah, I mean, the fact that Gemini is there. Sorry. There. Okay. I guess once we do... I don't know if, like, you can... they probably won't give you access right now, otherwise you'd be jumping ahead in the story. Let's go. Head out into the desert. I think if I meet a Slitherfang like out in the wild, maybe I should take it on, especially in a bigger arena. It might be a good one to fight again. It's been a while since I fought one. Let's see if the charger can get up this bit. Or is it too steep? Yeah. I can just climb it. I think it might be quicker. Climb and remount. Okay. Definitely less favorable for mount traversal around here. I guess it might be worth going towards this side. Towards this unknown as well.
I'll use something other than frost.
Okay, weak to acid. Also, I'm going to experiment again with having them attack each other. So I'm going to use something like that again. Let's see what kind of acid traps we got. Advanced acid trap. Whoa, where's it going? Are these guys already fighting each other? Oh, okay. They're already getting sucked into a fight. Interesting. Wow, leaped to that exact moment.
It's ready to lash out at any.
Whoa. I think it ended up triggering off. Yeah, they take decent amounts of damage. They don't have as much HP as I thought. Yeah, so they were 12, so I guess they are level 12 customers. Like, they can kill you, but they're not... Could be a lot worse. Okay. What, there's another one? Or there's something else here. Oh, this guy trying to attack me? Is that what's happening? Really? Okay, that was so random. Fine, that's not what I thought was going to happen. I thought I was kind of helping them out. That's usually what happens. Oh, really? Okay, let's just gather up the loot. If they want to come down here, they can. I'll be ready for them.
You're with me. Follow.
Yeah, I hadn't taken on plow horns much in the game, so I think it's worth it. Right, I think I looted them all now. Yeah, so I was trying to head towards this question mark.
Oh, and quiet now.
Give yourself up! Make it easier on everyone!
So there's like a little cave thing in here.
Now it's you and me!
And me. Let's go. Whoops. I literally... I pressed the lock-on button. I got wrecked. There you go. Yeah, I literally pressed the lock-on button. That's what I mean. Like, that's what 140 hours of Elden Ring does to you. Just instinctively just clicking the lock-on button. Expecting something to happen. But definitely curious about what this is. Sunken Cabin. It's an interesting find. Yeah, just prepping some of this in advance. What's the dive button? Is this it? I think that was it. Okay, not going to waste too much time in here. It's a weird little place, though.
Keep it tight, everyone!
There's more of them?
They made me.
Got you now! Where's my backup? Call everyone to attack!
Wow, that's a good shot. Yeah, sharpshooter indeed. Yeah, a lot of rebel Tanakh around these parts. But yeah, I'm thinking there must be another entrance to that bit.